Hello, it has been way too long, but we are back again for lab number 4. As always, I am your host, Christen Andrews, and this is the buoyancy, force, and floating lab. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, first things first, I am in my backyard, like always. Pretty beautiful day today. A little hot, but no complaints. All right. Okay, so you already know what time it is. It is inventory check time, and we are going to go through our inventory and make sure that we have all the materials that we need to complete this lab. So let's see. Move that to the side real quick. Number 1, half a stick of modeling clay. I haven't opened it yet, but we will be going with the, I think we'll be going with the red. That's my favorite color, if you couldn't tell. All right, popsicle stick. So I have kids, and I believe that I don't believe, I know they got into my lab kit, unfortunately, and I believe they have discarded the popsicle stick, so I had to adapt and overcome. I have this popsicle stick from popsicles that we have here in the house. Hopefully it doesn't alter the experiment too much. If so, and points are taken off, I understand. All right, next, 15 washers. 15 count washers, check. And 250 milliliter beaker and 100 milliliter graduated cylinder. 100 milliliter graduated cylinder, another graduation cap, and the 250 milliliter beaker right here. Check and check. All right, now for the items that I was supposed to provide. 5 tablespoons of salt. All right, so I have some salt here. It is kind of running low, so just in case, I got extra. We came prepared. All right, next, paper towel. Boom. We in there. All right, next, water. No problemo. And measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon. Teaspoon, 5 milliliter measuring spoon. So with 5 teaspoons of salt, I suspect I'll be using this a couple times. And then as always, I just have my notebook for observations to take notes. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the purpose of today's lab. Well, let's read the description. Experiment 1, buoyancy, force, and floating. Have you ever wondered why you feel weightless in water? If you spent enough time in the pool, you will know that it's possible to lift heavy objects underwater, like a person, that will require much more effort to lift on land. This phenomenon is due to the effect of the buoyancy force that acts on solids submerged in liquids. In this experiment, we will explore the science behind why objects seem lighter in water, and will explain this reduction in weight using Archimedes' principle. We will also examine buoyancy in a solution of salt water and compare it to that in plain water. And we will explain our observations in terms of density. Sounds amazing. I can't wait to get started. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my setup. So as you see, I have my boat shape clay fixture here. I have my washers, measuring spoon, the ball, and the popsicle stick. After doing this experiment, after pouring 150 milliliters of regular water into the beaker and dropping the ball, making observations, and then dropping the boat, if you will, into the beaker, making observations, it was a drastic difference from once I added the salt solution, also known as NaCl, into the beaker. And then part 2 of the experiment, it's as far as putting the washers in the boat and seeing how many I could get. So with the no salt solution, I was able to get a maximum of 2 washers in, and then with the salt solution, I was able to actually get 5 washers in. That really demonstrated and helped me understand more so the concept of buoyancy and adding salt to the water created a more denser or more dense solution, which was more dense than the object that was floating on top of it. Again, kind of illustrating the principle of buoyancy and Archimedes' principles as well. So overall, I did enjoy myself with this lab. I had a very a fun time with this one. Kind of took me back, being able to work with the clay and experimenting with the water and the salt solution and making my observations. So I really did enjoy this lab number 4, and looking forward to lab Quattro. As always, hope everybody does well on this, and looking forward to the next lab adventure we get to go on. Have a great day.